Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty3090 here. Welcome back to another MLB 18 The Show franchise with the Tampa Bay Rays, episode number 2. We had an amazing draft. If you guys missed that, I'll show you guys the draft we had real quick. We had 3 A's, 3 B's, and a C in it. And now we are at a decisions where we have to trade some of our... We don't have to, but I think it might be wise for us to trade some of our higher-end players like Chris Archer, Kiermaier, maybe Colby, definitely Wilson Ramos. He's in the final year of his deal. You guys are recommending going after getting some catching prospects. So let's see what we can get. Now, we do have Archer. He's like the biggest name we have. We don't have to trade him. He's only 29. Same with Kiermaier. He's only 27. I think Ramos, it makes no sense not to trade him. So let's see what we get. Let's ask for prospects. Let's see what's out there. And that is not what we really want. We want some B's, maybe even an A. Sean Anderson, Alan Hansen. Okay, but is there an A out there? I'm just quickly looking through to see if we can see A potential. Brandon Woodruff. Okay. Keston Hira. Oh, that's a good name. Let's see what else is out here. Can someone throw us an A potential prospect our way? Nick Nearder. Oh, that's interesting. Sandy Alcantara. Looks like no team wants to give up an A potential, which, I mean, we're not trading a stud, but we're trading a pretty good player. Oh, never mind, Blake Rutherford. I will probably take this. So he's kind of a project, but he's only 20, 55 overall, but he is an A potential. So we're going to take him, Blake Rutherford. We're also going to get a Mickey Adolfo, who's just really nothing there. But we do save $6 million in cash for the rest of the year. Or excuse me, that was his salary for the year, but it's basically like around $3.5, $4 million we're going to save. We get an A potential prospect, so that's a no-brainer. So we got rid of him. Next, let's see if we can get rid of... Let's look at Colby. See what we can get for Colby. And let's see if we can maybe get... And like, we don't have to do... I'm just doing these trades to see what other teams are going to offer us. We can like specifically go out and get something if we don't like what we get or what's offered. I just saw an A potential in Rutherford, and I thought that was a no-brainer. Let's see if we can get another A. So, I mean, we get some solid B's in here. Daz Cameron. All right. Logan Ice. Let's see. So Mejia is the big one. You guys were mentioning Mejia, excuse me, from the Indians. He is definitely an option. Oops. Let's see what else is out there. I mean, we could even get a guy like Sean Murphy, who he can't really hit, but he's pretty. I mean, he might turn into a solid fielder at catcher. Trevino. Anyone else? Rob Brandt. He's 28. Let's see. Nito, Plawecki. Knapp. Contreras would be a good guy who's filthy, who's just like, oh man, look at that card. That's a good look. Not even a card, excuse me. We're playing franchise. It's a good looking player. Stuart Turner. Ooh, Carson Kelly maybe. Great arm. Can't really field. Kinzer. Alex, no. Varsho. Walters. I'm intrigued by him. He can hit a little bit. Kyle Farmer. Campusano. Ooh, I actually don't mind. I actually kind of like him. B potential. Garcia. Chance. Ooh, I would actually love to get my hands on Chance Cisco. Let's see. We include Colby. They wanted something else. We can figure it out. They want a reliever and a starter. I mean, a right fielder and a starter. Carlos Gomez, they don't really love. Justin Williams, probably don't want to include. Let's look at starters. And I want it with Archer, just try to get like the best package, not dependent on position. They do like Evoldi, so if you include Nathan Evoldi, that would help. Gomez wouldn't get it. Span, damn it. I do want to get rid of Span too. There's no reason for us to keep him. Hechavarria, they would do it for him. Okay, and he's pretty much struggling. We can call up then Willie. We can give him a call up. So let's do that. We then get our new catcher. It's gonna be Chance Cisco. Let's make sure he's on. Well, we can't do it here. Make sure he's on the major league team. So we're going to take care of that. Let's also, like I said, get rid of Span. I really don't care what we get. I'm not even sure we get a prospect for him. Okay, I guess seems. Oh, we got there's a B in there. He's terrible P potential though. I'm just looking at the highest overall now. Like this is literally just a salary dump. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, so we got Kiermaier, who has a pretty friendly deal, $8-9 million a year. Now he's not really hitting that well. Has a lot of value out there, so that may be a move. But let's see what we get for Archer. The Red Sox don't. Oh, there we go. That Chavis, if they would include Jay Groom in a trade, there we go. I wish it was more than just Jay Groom, because I do like him a lot. Hernandez, 3 Bs. Robert and Carlos Rodon, maybe. Tristan McKenzie and Nolan Jones. Okay. Beto. All right. Joe Adell. Ooh, I might have to do Joe Adell. Let's take a look at Joe Adell real quick. If we do that, that does open up the door. I mean, look at the speed. If he can hit, he already has solid durability. That is definitely an option. We can get some prospects for Archer. Ramos, okay. Cal Quantrill and Alan Cordova. Fernando Tatis Jr. and Jose Torres. Jeff Hoffman. Tapia. Tapia's only a B. Harrison Bader, okay. Jack Flaherty. Mitch Keller. Hunter Green. Guy throws 100. He was a number 2 pick in last year's draft, I believe. Nick Senzel, I think was he the number? Nick Senzel might have been the number 2. One of them was the number 2 pick. Ooh, Nick Senzel. Let's work around with Nick. Oh, it's Nick Senzel. Oh, he's looking good. He can't field, but looks to be good. He's already 22. You know what? Gonna be greedy, but let's see if they're gonna try it. Let's include Archer. Where is he? Oh, he's a left fielder. I thought he was a center fielder. Let's see if we can get Acuna. That's close. I would literally give up Archer and someone else. Okay, budget-wise, I can't do a whole lot. We might have to take on some salary back. Oh, because we gave him Span. I'll take Span back. It still didn't work. Luckily, since we don't have we could take like Kurt Suzuki, for instance. The $5 million on Suzuki. And who would they maybe want? They want a third baseman and a catcher. Ooh, Matt Duffy. No, he is. I don't want to give up Arroyo, even though they did him dirty. They didn't even like Arroyo that much. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get this done. No, I don't think we're going to. Damn it. That would have been awesome. All right, let's go back to this. Oh, if we could have got Acuna. All right. Kyle Tucker? Kyle Wright? Trevor Rogers? Feed? Conforto? Ooh, that's more of like a... It doesn't really help. I mean, it helps us a little bit more now. If he's only a B, if Conforto was an A, I probably would have done it. But he's only a B. We're back where we were. What's Urias? Where are the Dodgers? Or maybe I didn't see the... Oh, I did. No, I did see Luis Urias. I was thinking of the Dodgers starting pitcher who's always injured. I really want Jay Groom, but there's nothing else in that package. Robert and Rodon. Now, Rodon is already 25, but, I mean, he's promising. He has a filthy slider. What's Robert looking like? What about if we got Eloy Jimenez? Let's do that. If we take out... Okay, they like Eloy a lot more, but we can maybe work with it. They want a first baseman. I will not give up McKay, but I'll give up like CJ Cron. They don't like Cron. They do. I mean, I can give up Wendell because we have that prospect we just drafted. And then maybe Matt Duffy, who's having an okay year. Budget doesn't work. Damn it. Daniel Robertson. I'll give you... okay, there we go. We can get I'll do that. We are giving up a couple of B potential guys, but they're not really. We got other guys we're higher on. Like, we have Willie here, and then we have the other second baseman there. We get Rodon, who's got promise. He's 25. He does have a couple years of service time, but he's a lefty who throws hard with a nasty slider. But the package I really love is Eloy. He was a big piece of the Cubs Quintana trade. Guy can hit. Look at the power's already there. He's only 21. There we go. So Archer is gone, but we got a stud back. And I guess let's see what we can get for Kiermaier. Let's see. Ooh, it's not bad. Heliot Ramos, Harrison Bader, Brett Phillips. There's Nick Senzel again. And Hunter Green. Sixto Sanchez. Okay. Gavin Cicchini. He's somehow an A potential, I guess. Kyle Tucker, Tavares, Joe Adele again. I like the idea of getting Adele, but I might keep. Ooh. We get a B potential catcher. We get Fado, a starter, and a third baseman. What's this Rogers looking like? Good fielder, can't hit. But we do have Chance Cisco now, who can hit. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Kiermaier for now. There should be one more trade we'll do. We'll give up. Let's see what we can get for Romo. There's no reason for us to have Romo. If we can get, I'm not going to just give him up, but if we can get like something of a prospect. Doesn't look like teams are that interested in him, though. Oh, that guy's not too much based off his age and potential. I think we'll probably keep him, which is fine. Lugo? Nice. Yeah, we'll keep him. So, let's check a look. Do we have any? So, Eloy Jimenez is number 10 prospect in baseball, if you guys were wondering. So, we did get the number 10. So, when we gave up Chris Archer, we got the number 10 prospect in baseball. I think that's a fair trade. I think that's, like, in real life, if they're able to do that, get the number 10 prospect in baseball for them, I think they'd be thrilled. So, yeah, we got to get this all set up. So, all right, we want Rendon on the Major League. Jose De Leon, we might as well call him up. He is struggling, but he's 25. You might as well get the call up. Honeywell, and he's not done that much in Double A. Let's call him up to Triple A. Honeywell. We don't have much in the way of bullpen arms. But that's fine for now. I'm just seeing. He's only 22, so this guy's promising. B potential. All right, let's make sure Chance is on the majors. He is. McKay, we're gonna. I'll keep him in AAA for a little longer. And there's that. Arroyo in AAA is doing pretty well. We'll let him continue to just have a little bit more seasoning. I think next year maybe. Adames we want on the big league roster. There's the left. There's center. Eloy. Let's call Eloy up to AAA. We do need to call up just some bodies to the big league roster, so let's make sure we do that. Let's put Rutherford in AAA. Let's put you in. Let's put you to AAA. We need to call up one more guy to the bigs, excuse me. Franco, no. I just want a body in Michael Johnson. There we go. Literally just a body to have. Oh no, these buttons are a little different, so I have to get used to them. All right. So now let's have them auto fix that and just see how they made the lineup and roster, and I'll change it if I want to change it. So it is. We want Rendon in there. We'll put. How's Yarbrough doing? He's okay. Andrews is doing really well. Fario's really struggling, but I do want to keep him in there. But I want Rendon in there. So there's our rotation. Let's put Romo as a closer. Who is this? Kitten Ridge. He's actually pitching really well, despite the fact he's a 57 overall and 15 innings at 2.87 ERA. I'll let him roll in there. There's the lineup. There's Cisco. Okay, Cisco is in there. Willie is in there. Like, I really don't care where they're batting as long as they're playing every day. In AAA, we want to make sure Eloy is playing. I don't care about Nathan Lukes. And we want to make sure Rutherford is playing. I don't care about Garrett Whitley. Let's make sure these guys are in. Again, let's make sure these guys are in. So I really like that we're going to be a couple years away, which is fine, but based off the draft and those trades we made, and we still have Kiermaier if we want to trade another piece. And then there's that. The thing I'm just a little worried about is just kind of a lack of power. I don't know, we don't have like a big power bat in the lineup. And like the only one who has like a prospect that looks like they have power right now, McKay might, but it looks like it's going to be Eloy. He's in the 60s right now. Granted, our draft picks did have some, but we can find some power. But power is usually expensive. Yeah, Jim Dunn has some power, 71. Forrest Miles doesn't. So he's like the power bat in there. So let's continue simulating now. Oops, we want to be on the major leagues. We might get another trade or two at the trade deadline. We'll see what happens. Maybe maybe we trade another piece or something like that. Or we can see how our young guys are doing. Maybe they got called up a little too soon. You know, we're only 4 games under 500. Oh my goodness. Benny Biceps got traded to the Rockies for Trevor Story, Geraldo Parra, and Chris Rusin. Now, one thing I mentioned this in the live stream, I wish it gave like the potential if like the Red Sox traded Benintendi to the Rockies for like prospects, so we knew what the potential of those prospects were. It would be like an A potential or a B potential. So we kind of have an idea like, did they get like big prospects in it or not? I mean, we know these guys. They got Trevor Story. I guess Xander's not doing it for them. Damn. That hurts me, being a Red Sox fan. That does sting. Good luck in Colorado, Benny. Cueto is going to the AL East for Marcus Stroman. Straight up. Wow. Interesting trade. All right, can we start losing so we can get a better draft pick? All right, Philly's interested in a trade. We give up... Oh my goodness. We traded Kiermaier. And we get Sixto Sanchez, a big-time prospect pitcher. That's the start. We get Mickey Moniak, former #1 pick, only would be potential now. And Jose Gomez, who's not much of a prospect. Oh, man. If Kiermaier is locked up, I think I'm going to keep Kiermaier. I mean, he's happy here. He loves his contract. I like how it tells you what their morale is, like this stuff on the far right, like the number based to it. There's the problem. Last year when we did a franchise, we had Sixto Sanchez on one of them, and the dude just never panned out. Like he just threw too many balls. He couldn't locate. He could strike out like 200 guys in a year, but he walked 80 to 100. Like. And then Mickey Moniak, I'm looking at him. Solid fielding, good durability, not much of a hitter. We have like 1,000 of these guys, I feel like, in our system. So we get Sixto Sanchez, but I like our starters. I mean, we got Blake Snell, who's starting to pitch a little better. Rodon, who's actually struggling, but, I mean, he's only 25. And then we got these young guys, De Leon, he's 25. Honeywell. We got some Bs here, and then we drafted a couple. So I'm going to say no on that. That is a big-time trade, though. I think we're going to keep Kiermaier, unless we get wowed with a different trade. So let's finish the year, I guess, on this episode. Even though I mean, our record is we're probably going to win like 75 games, which is like purgatory. It's like you're not going to make the playoffs. Like, we're not even close, I feel like. 6.5, but we have to jump 5 teams. So it's like, yeah, you're 6.5 out, but you have to jump 5 teams, so that's not going to happen. But we're going to have too good of a draft pick. Like, I want to have like a top 5 pick, but it's not going to happen. Did our prospects move? Eloy is now 9th. So that's nice to see. Eloy is 9th. I think next year he might be on the bigs next year. That's for a future video. Let's finish this, and then we can see how the team did. Our individual players, especially some of the young guys. So we won 77 games. The Yankees won the division. The Red Sox came in second. Red Sox made the wild card, and those two teams are stacked. Indians won only 88 wins for the Indians. Wow. Angels made the playoffs. Mets won the NL East. Wow. Over the Nats. Wow. Brewers. Cubs don't even make the playoffs. Dodgers in the West. Who was the number one team? Astros are number one team. That makes sense. Let's take a look to see how our players did. This video is going a little long, so I don't want to have it too much. If I can find it. Here we go. Faria, he's an 83 overall, so he's turning into a good young pitcher. His record was terrible, but the fact his overall is going up, and he's happy. Granted, he loves he's not going to. I'm not sure how long he'll be the ace. Blake Snell pitched really well. Look at that, 3.65 ERA. That's good. Struck at 124 and 187 innings. Rodon pitched better at the second half of the year, so that's good. Andres, look at that. Look this. He's the Triggs. He's like a mid-70s overall, but it had a 3.11 ERA. Like, that's great. De Leon really struggled. Like, I am not high on De Leon at all. He's unhappy about his contract and all that fun stuff, but I think he might be a piece to move next year. Romo pitched well. This guy who's a 60 overall had a 1.99 ERA. Go figure. We pitched really well, other than De Leon and I guess if you want to say Rodon and Faria, but there's promise there. Like I said, we got these young guys coming, not Weber, but Honeywell. Banda's a B potential. So we got some guys there. The lineup, Malik Smith, 299 average, 15 home runs, 22 stolen bases. Probably like a WAR of 4, 3.7. There's Kiermaier, 19 home runs, career high. Didn't get on base that well, but with his slugging, with his defense, his WAR is pretty solid, I bet. Like around 3 to 4. I think I went. Nope, I didn't go by it. Let's see. 3.6. So I was almost on the not there. Matt Duffy, Crone, Willie Adames. Okay, not too bad for the youngster. Chance Cisco kind of struggled. But you know what? Let him continue to develop. He's a catcher. He's our catcher of the future. And there's McKay, who's now a 70, so he must have bounced back. His contact versus left got a big boost. Contact versus right actually went down. He's probably our first baseman next year, unless we can find some options in free agency. Look at these top 50 prospects that we got just all over the place on the lineup. And then we got Blake Rutherford here. He's kind of a project, but just let him continue to develop. But I think we'll end the video here, guys. And we can send the playoffs and see who wins. And the next episode will be the playoffs. The offseason. We'll have some moves to make. Let's see. Indians have defeated the Nationals. First World Series, I think, since 1947 for the Indians, so shout out to them. That is the year one is in the books, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe here if you are new for more Tampa Bay Rays franchise rebuild. Next one, offseason. We might try to get some one-year deals on some guys, some veterans who we can get for like a 1 year, $10, $15 million from maybe like a couple players. And with that, what we can then do is if they do well during the regular season, we can, if they might make a playoff push, we got them. If they're doing all right, but we're not going to make the playoffs, trade them for some assets. We can do something like that. So that's in the future for us. There you go. Oh, I just saw my Red Sox swept the Yankees, so that's always something good. I'll talk to you later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.